Stop playing with us. It's all dog around this mug.
We appreciate you tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe on the video while you're here. We reply to all comments.
Oh, man.
In case you've been living under a rock somewhere, whether it was in your basement, at your job, you can live on a rock pretty much anywhere you want. But we've got your sports news and updates for the past week.
Technically, we all live under a rock.
No, we don't. I definitely don't live under a rock.
Are there bricks in your building?
Those aren't rocks.
Is there cement?
We're the Weird Ones podcast.
Is there cement in your house?
Minus Lindari. Lindari's not here. Yes, he took off again.
Always.
He has the most PTO on this podcast, just so you know.
Obviously.
Yeah. But we're the Weird Ones podcast. We're the true Weird Ones podcast.
And we started this shit.
Brick by brick.
And I'm not about to let you tear down just because of the way another nigga talks. So what is it? Fucking nailed it.
He said nailed it.
So what is a brick?
Brick and mortar.
Mortar is something different from a brick. What is a brick?
Yeah. Man, I'm not about to start this with you. This is sports. You're not going to get me off track. We focused tonight.
You sick of my shit.
We focused tonight. But like I said, as I was really interrupted, this, say with me at home, this, or at your job, this is the Chris Sports Rundown. Shout out to Chris. We're the best in the business. We got you covered. Boom. Let's get into it.
I'm super comfy right now.
Starting with the NBA. We got plenty of NBA to talk about. We're going to go through this thing 1.25 speed. They're going to tune in with me and give their opinions on everything I say and bring to the table. That's the table. Let's go.
That's the table. What we got, Chris?
I got the NBA to start off with.
All right.
Okay. In win over the Nuggets, the Suns win their 7th game in a row. They did lose tonight, but previously to this, they had won 7 in a row. Chris Paul, 25 points, 6 rebounds, career high, 7 3-pointers.
Balled out.
KD, 8-0 as a Sun, went for 29 points, 7 rebounds. Even though they lost to the Lakers tonight, he's still undefeated as a Sun because he didn't play tonight. The Lakers beat the Suns tonight.
You said that already.
Yeah, but I'm saying it again because the Suns were resting their starters. Lakers won. Anthony Davis goes 14 points, 21 rebounds, 3 blocks. Pelicans also won. Huh?
That's a good game.
It was a good game. The Pelicans also won, though, over the Knicks and make them the 7th seed. The Lakers are now the 8th seed.
Not true. The Lakers are the 7th seed and the Pelicans are the 8th seed.
Not true.
I'm looking at it.
Okay. I stand corrected by Johnny. He's got it right there, NBA.com. I guess I did my own little mathematical format, and it was wrong. But I also have it up. And they're the 7th seed. And the Pelicans are the 8th seed.
That's a fact.
Yep. Okay.
He said I did my own mathematical format. What the fuck is that? He's Socrates over here.
E equals MC squared.
We got MP3s, JPGs, in mathematical formats.
Okay, sorry. After all that 1.25 speed, I was thirsty. But now we kick it off again. Previously, the Clippers beat the Lakers for the 11th straight time.
That's crazy.
You saw that?
I did see that.
Okay. And now are the 5th seed in the West.
Yeah,
Let me check.
6th seed.
6th seed. Things happen so fast in this world today.
Yes. Because the Warriors played today and won.
Yeah, the Warriors did win. I saw. But Kawhi had 25 points. Norman Powell had 27 points off the bench.
He was balling. I watched that game. The Lakers had no answer for Norman Powell.
And LeBron had a 33, 8, and 7 that game.
Yeah, he started bad though, and AD just played the whole game bad.
AD?
Yeah. I ain't gonna. AD did not play. He had like 15 points that game.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think the Lakers are ever gonna win too many games where AD is under 20 points.
They won today and he had 14.
That's crazy. But they won against a No, wait. That's fair. They won against backup
But no,
players,
yeah.
I don't think they would have beat Kevin Durant.
I had to, though.
Fair. I don't think they would have beat Kevin Durant, Devin Booker,
A serious
Chris
game
Paul
in a series or something. Yeah,
AD
for sure.
only scoring
And it was a
points.
close win today, too, even.
Yeah, they won 107. I think they actually pulled away a little bit at the end. I think they won 121 to 107. So they won by 14.
They did. Well, how many did D-Lo have? I know he was balling. We're all over the place today, but it's all right.
Man. Hold on.
It's great content. Just stay tuned in. Drop a fire flame emoji in the comments. Flame,
D-Lo
rack
had
them up.
24. Okay, so in a game like this, though, the Lakers will be okay if AD. Wait, tonight LeBron only scored 16 points. LeBron only scored 16 tonight in this game.
Yeah. How many minutes did he play?
29.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah. But D'Lo gave you 24. Austin Reeves,
Reeves.
we seen him cooking. He gave you 22.
My God.
Malik Beasley gave you 21.
Yeah. Beasley been kind of, off a little bit. He was hitting when they first traded for him. A little up and down.
Hit it here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we know the West is up, up for grabs. Lakers
see.
have a decent little shot.
I don't know, man. I feel like
You got the Suns winning?
I do. I think the Suns are going to be tough, man. I think they can.
I don't know. Even with Wiggins coming back with the Warriors are still going to be tough.
I think that the Warriors are going to be tough, but I think Wiggins being gone for as long as he's been gone is going to be a big thing.
For sure. But right now, it would be Warriors Phoenix right now. I think they still have 1 or 2 games left with Saturday and Sunday left. I mean, each team has like 1 game left.
Yeah.
So it's not going to move too much, but if it ended today, it would be Suns Warriors. Solid.
Did they ever debunk that rumor about Andrew Wiggins?
Yeah, they said it's still another rumor, but it wasn't about his girl or nothing like that. It was something about his dad, is what I heard last.
I did. I heard about his dad last.
I just want to see if his mental was okay coming back and stuff like that.
Whatever it was with his dad was pretty serious. So, but they didn't dive into the details on it, but that was the latest rumor that I heard. So, I don't know if we'll ever know what really was been going on with Andrew Wiggins unless he openly comes out and tell us.
But is anybody really scared of the Nuggets, the Grizzlies, or even the Kings? Kings have great offense, but one of the worst defenses.
Did they win tonight? They got smacked, didn't
The
they?
Kings rested their starters, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah, because they only got 1 game left, and it's no way they can't catch 2, and they're Phoenix
locked
can't
in.
catch them, so they're locked in at that 3 spot.
So if you locked in, ain't no switching up.
What he said. But I ain't gonna say. We say that are you worried? Is anybody worried about those teams? But I'm like, you're not worried about them until you are. You know what I'm saying? Until they come in and beat you in a series, then it is what it is. But could any of these teams beat you in a series? And I mean, yeah, they could.
Course.
So you just. Now, it's not like we talking about the Jazz where you be like, man, they can have a number 1 seed every single year and nobody thinks they're making it to the finals.
The Jazz were the number 1 seed the first quarter of the season. Like, what? What is going on? Yeah.
So, you never think.
What'd you say?
The Jazz were the number 1 seed the first quarter of the season.
Oh, I thought I wasn't thinking the first quarter. I was thinking the very first quarter of the season.
The first game?
Yeah, I'm like,
first 12
how did y'all come up with that stat?
It was the first 25 games or so. They were the first seed.
Well, that means
maybe even a little bit longer
means
than
the
that.
season will be 100 games.
Yeah, you right.
What's 82 divided by 4?
You right. I told you I was a playoff bracket mathematician, so I know the numbers.
Tell me. While you over there dancing.
Whatever
I
the
know it.
case, though, I mean, like I said, like I think that, given the right matchup, any three of those teams could end up in the finals.
Yeah.
You never know. So I don't know. Especially the Nuggets. Like the Nuggets are not a bad team. You just haven't seen them do it in the playoffs, but they've been there.
I don't see him as a threat. Honestly,
I don't know.
pretty much any team in the West can beat the Nuggets.
A threat to who?
But I mean, and that's even more the case. Like you can say you're not scared of these teams, but y'all so close. Like shit, you ain't really got no room to say you're not scared of nobody.
Yeah.
Y'all damn near between 1 and 10. Well, you get a little deep when you get that low, but 3 through 10, you're talking about 8 games.
Mm-hmm.
What percentage do you get of Lakers to come out the West? What percentage chance?
Man,
As a diehard Lakers fan, what do you think?
I don't have too much belief in it. Honestly,
Really?
No.
I give him every bit of 30.
I just don't. I just know. Like I feel like it's a facade, and I just don't know if they can beat. I don't know if they could. If they meet, I mean, they probably won't. But like, I don't know if they would beat the Clippers in a series.
I mean, well,
they're
obviously,
right there.
Clippers have beaten them 11 times in a row.
That's what
so.
I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. And the Clippers are the 6th seed. So I'm like, I don't buy too much into it, honestly.
So Lakers
The
beat the
playoffs is
Pelicans.
brutal.
I mean, the Lakers beat the Pelicans. They can pretty much beat the Pelicans. Then they play the Grizzlies. I mean, they can beat the Grizzlies.
Grizzlies are just young for them.
The Lakers
I
wouldn't
mean,
get
Ja's
the Pelicans,
crazy,
though.
but
The Lakers wouldn't get the Pelicans.
I mean, they right now 7.
Are you talking about
now.
to get into the playoffs?
Yeah, 7-8
Yeah,
right now.
I'm talking about once that start. Like
Yeah.
once you get past this
Well,
bullshit,
they will play Memphis.
Yeah,
The 2.
right.
So I mean,
And
I think that's a perfect
It depends
matchup.
on how that play out though, because you can beat a 7 seed going into the play-in and end up at 8.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it all depends, but it's certain teams on this. Like, I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be a crazy playoffs. I think it's the most. It's like the first time I can remember going into a Western Conference playoffs, and you'd be like, I don't know who the favorite is in the West.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And the East is, as of right now, locked. 1 through 10 is locked. Nothing can move. So that's how it is. You got Milwaukee, and then it ends out with the Bulls at 10.
Milwaukee been resting their players for like a week now.
Yeah,
So,
Milwaukee locked in the best seed. I mean, the best record in the NBA. So
yeah,
But 7 through 10's in the play-in, right?
yeah.
But then out of that, only 2 of them don't get in.
Yeah, because he said the first to play the 10, and I was just
No, you're saying from 1st to 10 is locked.
The seeding.
all the seating. Is
Yeah.
locked.
My man's halfway here.
I'm
Struggling. All right. We
struggle
going through.
train.
All right. Embiid pretty much sealed up the MVP with the 20 for 25 field goal attempts in a 52-point game, 13 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 blocks, and win over the Celtics.
I bet you those 5 are 3-pointers. He just be doing too many threes, man. You're so dominant in the paint, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Just get
But he
down
can,
there and work.
he can shoot
Just
too.
sucks.
I'm just saying. Though,
Yeah. I think that
if you could go 40 for 40 in the paint,
I think he pulls up when he's tired. I mean, he be working down there. I mean, most big men do. But it's kind of just like, I'll pull up. I can shoot it.
Do like a jab step and drive around this guy and do a dunk like he was a guard, though. Like he was 6'6".
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, he'd be tired. He'd be like, I'm going to shoot this. I might hit it. If not, I'm going to get a good breather and come back down the other way.
yeah, I don't know.
So. But he kind of stood up the MVP, even though, Jokic still deserving. Jokic should be, 3 times in a row if he gets it.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, Giannis. And Embiid sealed up the back-to-back scoring champ. So he's the scoring champ for the season.
That's crazy because in my mind, I'm like, he missed so many games.
Well,
That's why I
the
bet next year
62
he don't
thing
win that
ain't in
shit.
effect yet. 65 thing ain't in effect yet.
Yeah.
Like, he missed a lot of games.
But that 65 doesn't even count. It's for I guess it does because your average per game. Still got to be at least 65 games. But I thought that was just for postseason awards. Like
That is an award, though, isn't it?
no, because we're
MVP
talking
is
about
not a postseason award.
MVP
No, not
is yeah. We're
MVP,
talking about just scoring
Scoring
champ.
champ.
That would be a postseason award still too.
I don't know
Let's
if that's an
find
official
out.
award. You don't like. Do you
You
get a
have to
trophy for that, or do you get just labeled as
I don't
scoring
know.
champ?
I don't know. I don't know if you get a trophy for that.
So.
Did I get that at the ESPYs
And then
or
it's
something?
off of total points because I thought Tatum had the most total points. I think Embiid
That's
surpassed
points
him
per
with that
game.
52.
Points per game.
I think it's points per
Yeah.
game.
So I think Tatum has the most total points. We can't hold on to this dead air. We searching.
What are you looking for?
I was looking for total points. Not points per game, but total points. I got yesterday's, whatever. You keep looking for that, Johnny.
Yes,
But-
sir.
Appreciate it. But the Bucks did clinch the best record in the NBA. So Giannis still putting up a fight for the MVP as he added another triple-double this week in the win over the Wizards. 28 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists. Also 2 steals. Drew Holiday had 1 rebound shy of a triple-double himself.
Jason Tatum is the
Still most points in the league.
most points in the league.
Yeah. Just
But
not points per game.
Embiid has him by 3 points.
Yeah.
Dang.
Embiid played 66 games.
So that's when
he
you
still
need
would
this.
get that 60.
You need the 65 because obviously you only played.
He played 66.
Yeah.
Embiid.
Yep.
So he would have got it. He would have been cool.
So Jason Tatum scored more points totally.
Yeah.
But he played 74 games. He played 8 more games.
Oh.
And he only outscored him by like 40 points in 8 more games. That's kind of crazy.
But Jason Tatum's like known for like going for 40 and then going for 0.
I don't think he's doing too much zeros. when
Not
he get
0,
total
but it's like
points.
super low.
I think he did have a 0 last season.
It might have been last season, but
I think he had a 0.
He was in a slump. Was that last year? He was in a slump, like a little real bad slump where he couldn't get past like 15 or some shit like that.
Yeah, somebody must have been in his girl for real.
His girl
Damn,
is
bro.
LMA.
LMA. Man, they're taking all my babies out here.
Yeah,
LMA.
LMA. All right, where was I at? I lost
Old
track.
baby here.
We was talking about the Bucks win over the Warriors and whatever. But Bobby Portis also had 19 points, 20 rebounds.
That big-eyed bastard right there.
Bug-eyed.
Bro, that nigga,
Yeah, he always looks surprised.
man.
He always look like,
You talking to me?
Talking to me. We also had Donovan Mitchell, 4 straight 40-point games.
Garland's been hurt, though, right? Or has he been playing? You don't know.
I'm not sure.
I know he didn't play
Garland's been
yesterday
hurt
or
all
whatever
season
it
long,
was.
haven't they?
Garland's
They've
usually
been off
hurt,
and on.
so
Yeah,
I bet on it.
but they both been hurt off and on.
As the Cavs settle into the 4 seed, is that right on that?
I don't know, man. I can't be
Things
looking
are
at all this
shifting,
stuff,
man.
boy.
Oh, we did say that was locked in. Yeah, the Cavs are
Yeah,
locked
the
in. at
Cavs are in the
4.
four seed. Yes.
So 4 straight 40-point games for Donovan Mitchell. That was pretty cool. They would be playing the Knicks.
What's up?
So
Nothing.
I was talking to myself.
No, he caught me.
Okay. Big game from Trey Young.
Big young Trey.
Big young Trey.
What has he been doing this season? I don't remember hearing his name a whole
He's
lot.
been cool. He's been regular Trey Young. But today he had 27 points, 20 rebounds, 4 steals.
What?
Was that 20 rebounds or 20 assists? Did I mistype that? That just happened today.
Ain't no way, boy.
Ain't no way, boy.
What was that stat line again?
Trey Young with 20 rebounds? Get the hell out of here.
20 assists. Sorry, I mistyped that.
I might say
3
boy,
rebounds.
I can't even picture that boy grabbing a rebound.
Man.
What
Well,
are
I
you
mean,
doing down there?
you know how them guards get the long bounce rebound.
Yeah, not 20 of
Not
them.
20 of them, but you're right. I had to make sure. Yeah, I mistyped that. As the Sixers rested their starters. He also had 4 steals. Did I say that?
I think so.
I hope
hope
so.
Y'all childish, bro.
And then we had the Mavs ordeal, which I kind of talked to you guys about pre-pod.
Explain that, because I need the listeners to tell me, is this real? Because I never heard of this until you told me earlier.
So the Mavericks, who had a chance at the 10th seed and in getting into the play-in tournament, chose to rest their starters, and Luka Doncic only played 1 quarter. I guess Luka wanted to play. It was Slovenia night, I guess. It was why he really wanted to play for sure. But they chose to rest their starters because, not that they didn't want to win the game, but they wanted to give a lesser chance to win the game. I guess because they won't do anything in the playoffs much.
So you just cutting yourself off before you even.
But because of the Porzingis deal for their draft pick, so it's a 10 pick protected pick, top 10 protected pick. So if they were to make the playoffs, then they would have to give that pick up to the Knicks in the trade that they had with Porzingis.
So they had to play for the future at that point. Make a move for the future.
But in this, are you upsetting Luka to where, Luka's going to decide to re-sign there? It's kind of like...
Well, you're going to give Luka the Supermax, though.
But still, it's kind of like Luka was like, I want to play. I can play for almost any organization that I want. And...
Yeah, every organization ain't going to give you the Supermax, though.
But it's like, I want to play for a competitive organization. Like, you kind of just quit. We had a chance to get in the playoffs against the Bulls,
I'm pretty sure that Mark Cuban and Luka are going to
who weren't even. I think the Bulls were already locked in the 10th seed, so they didn't play their starters, and they still lost.
Kobe White out there.
Yeah,
like I said, I feel like if that was the thing, if that was the issue,
it's allegedly
right. If that was the issue, I'm pretty sure Mark Cuban went to Luka and was like, Luka, like. This like, it's really a no-brainer, and we're gonna be able to hopefully get you some help with that 10th pick next year.
Yeah, and that's was like, well, this season, well, we just talked about how the West is up for grabs. It's kind of like this season, if any seasons, hey, if you sneak in, you could actually win a couple rounds and possibly sneak through to the finals. You never know.
But do you think they're gonna win a championship this year?
I don't know. You traded for Kyrie with the hopes of that.
But then you go lose on purpose.
Yeah.
Like both of the moves don't really make sense. So in my mind, if this was really the scenario, like Cuban, because Cuban knows, like Mark Cuban's a very smart person too. He knows, like, yo, I can't have this guy who wants to win on my team and be out here losing games on purpose and think he's gonna stay. So you gotta go talk to him, like, yo, bro, this is the scenario. This is what we doing. We keep our pick. We be able to make something shake in this draft. You, Kyrie, and whatever we can put around, I'll come back next year and we really try to run us a championship. You know, I would imagine he has that type. Luka's your franchise at this point, so
he has to understand and agree. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I would hope that they have that type of relationship to where
it's probably tough to tell his competitive spirit that I can't compete.
Yeah,
but you have to understand, like,
but it's a business too.
Yeah, and you have to understand what your end goal is and one of your check marks off in your career.
Yeah, this is a business too. So, and we in the business of putting people in these stands and winning championships. So I'm trying to do both.
Well, the thing is, you also got people coming in the stands to watch Luka play, and he
Not
can't
today.
even play the quarter.
Not today.
Well, that goes
we just
back
talked
to
about that last week.
Yeah,
though.
it goes back to
than
Darius
nothing.
saying that. Like, I'd be pissed if I went to see LeBron play for 1 quarter.
Would you rather not see him play at all?
No, I'd rather see him play, but not. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I'm like.
do you feel like you get cheated if he doesn't play the whole game?
You could have just seen him in street clothes, and then you just really blew your money.
That's true.
You know.
Yeah, I heard a guy calling the Fox Sports today, and he was like, "Hey, I took my son to see Steph Curry, and Curry sat out." And it's like later in the season, I went to 2 games this year. The first game, Curry sat out. Second game, I went to take him to see his favorite player, Giannis. Giannis sat out that game. You know, it's like people paying us money to watch
But the NBA is
players
going to
play.
eventually have, which is why they're trying to change the rules some. But that is going to be eventually become a thing to where people will be like, bro, I'm not spending that money on you to come to your games because I don't know if the player that I really want to see is going to play. You know, that's a bigger problem. That's an NBA problem, not a team problem. I feel so they'll have to figure that out. Pencil neck. I had to figure that
Adam
out.
Silver?
Yeah.
That's
Figure that out yourself.
Hold on. I did have Luka's numbers he ended with on the season. Luka ended with 33, 9, and 8
That ain't bad.
on the season.
That's pretty good numbers.
Most ever points per game by a Maverick. So
That ain't bad.
good season for Luka. Well, we knew that. We watched him.
Yeah.
Great season. Did a lot of it by himself. That was the bad
quick.
part. Huh?
NBA season will be fast.
I seen a thing though too. Like it was like I don't know if it was Mark Cuban said it or somebody in the office at Dallas was like, "Man, we need a good point guard that can control the game and play good defense, and we need a swing big man." And that's like exactly what they just traded away and gave away with Jalen Brunson and Porzingis. So like you don't know what you really need, fam.
Yeah.
So it's like the GM is trash.
I think Mark Cuban handles all of that.
Well, Mark Cuban just said that, I think it was like just today or yesterday, he said that I blame Jalen Brunson's dad for him leaving. And it was like family gets too involved in these decisions. But obviously, it's the best thing could have happened to Brunson for him going to New York.
Oh,
and now he's
yeah.
out there balling.
Yeah.
Face of the franchise.
I got y'all.
And
He's
it was
helped
a bigger
Julius
deal.
Randle.
That
Julius
was the
Randle's
thing.
played better with him there, too.
It was a bigger deal too. They paid him
Of
good to
course.
come there
Yeah.
where Mark Cuban didn't feel like he was worth that money.
Well, who knew, though? Like, I mean, he was paying him like he was playing. I mean, what,
He
16
played
points
well,
per game?
though.
I mean, he played good.
He played well without Luka, but when you play with Luka and he got the ball all the time, how
Exactly.
you supposed to play good?
But you don't know, though. That's the thing.
So it don't
Yeah.
sound like it's his dad's fault to me. It sound like
but
you,
that's
you
what
know,
Mark Cuban
Yeah,
was
drop the
saying.
ball.
But Mark
yeah,
Cuban, you know,
like you got your guy, and so I never really got to do what I could do, and then these people wanted to pay me what they felt like my potential was. It felt like you fucked up, not me or my dad.
and Knicks won.
So, you know,
Knicks got a deal.
Mark Cuban, you gotta own that, bro. You just mess up. Sometimes you make it ain't even a mistake. Like you got Luka, you got Kyrie. You do what you do. You gotta make that work. But and for Jalen Brunson, like even if he stayed in Dallas, like your offense is still running through Luka, so you still don't get what New York is getting out of him. You know what I'm saying? You still just getting a role player.
He's got to be like, man, like the first man out of the MVP conversation. Like he's close. Jalen Brunson, I feel like. Just like when you talk about most valuable.
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
Yeah. Who's turned around a franchise like that?
Yeah, I feel like that's fair. I just think, you know, when you got a player like Luka, he's the size that he is. He basically is your point guard. To you, any point like you can say you brought in Kyrie Irving, he's like a point guard, but like Kyrie's a scorer. Kyrie get the ball, he's gonna score. You know what I'm saying? But like Jalen Brunson's role, he's like, I'm gonna make the offense do what it's supposed to do. I'm gonna make sure players are in the right positions. I'm gonna make good decisions. I'm gonna get mine, but most importantly, I'm gonna make sure everybody else get theirs. He can't do that on the Dallas team because Luka always got the ball. You know what I'm saying? So you don't never really that team don't value him like New York does. So no, they're not gonna pay him what he think. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just two sides to every coin. I feel.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they never would even see the potential though.
It's a struggle.
My boy is like, it's all good.
All right, well, it's getting juicy here. Moving on to the NFL.
What happened in NFL?
We got Tyreek Hill announced he will retire when his contract is up with the Dolphins after the 2025 season.
I ain't mad at that. He'll be like 31, they said. 31, 120 M's up.
I
with
never pictured him as an athlete that wants to go past their prime.
I never think of it like that. Like, I'm like, shit, do what you gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's
man,
kind of how I would be. Who wouldn't want to retire at 31?
yeah, like shit.
I mean,
I got a number.
Man, but
I
my number's a
understand.
lot
My
higher
number's a
than
lot
31.
higher than 31, but
Man,
I wish, and like I said, he 120 up. He gonna have no income taxes on that money.
mm-hmm.
Let's get it.
I'm out here.
No more concussions. No more waking up on Monday morning.
Beat down.
Yeah, beat down,
Yeah.
hurting.
Hey, I'm with it. Go do your thing.
And then also, I believe the Dolphins play the Chiefs this season.
They do. He been
Yeah.
talking shit.
Yep. He said that,
Come on, bro.
quote,
He said-
Tyreek Hill, he said, I hate to throw up the peace sign against y'all. I hate to do that. But guess what? I'm going to be y'all's worst enemy that day.
Yeah, he talking shit.
Then Chris Jones fired back
Yeah.
and said the only peace sign he's throwing up is walking to the bus after the game.
When you go get 2 boogers when the Big Mac's at.
I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, everybody know Tyreek is Tyreek Hill, but team to team, it's fucking football, bro. Any team can beat any team.
I think Tyreek will get his, but the Chiefs will probably win.
Yeah,
Yeah,
probably
so I think it'll work out both ways.
Yeah, probably so. And even if they don't, bro, it'll be like one of the 3 or 4 losses that the Chiefs have next year, and
Yeah,
everything will be
sure.
back to normal. So, I mean, it's not whatever. Tyreek just talking, Chris Jones standing up for his team. Do what you got to do. You're going to be all right. You're going to be 120 M's up at the end of this thing.
But you also going to think your side's the best side or you're the better
You have to.
of the equation,
Yeah.
you know.
You have to. But then, the Chiefs like, shit, we just won a Super Bowl without you, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's got to burn Tyreek a little bit. I know he's
I don't
good.
think it does.
I know he's good. He's happy. He's got his money.
I mean,
but it's kind of like I left and, most of the media was like, they're going to be, they're going to be worse without Tyreek.
Well,
They're going to drop a couple games without Tyreek Hill.
yeah.
And they end up winning the Super Bowl without you.
But you gotta know. You gotta know he was
yeah.
talking this shit. Like, they can't do this without me.
Yeah.
Even if they are, though, you also got to know, like, you've been in that locker room. You know who number 15 is. You know what Andy Reid put together. You know, you just left there. You know what they capable of,
exactly
with or
what they
without
got.
you.
Mm-hmm.
They won games without you when you were here. Like, you know what's going on over there.
Yeah.
That's a machine running over there. You going into quarterback don't even fucking know how to fall.
But he also helped them. He helped them do better too, though.
Because, he's going to do that. As long as you got a competent quarterback, you figure that Tyreek could come in and help any team.
Tua was the leading passer in the league for the first half of the season, mostly because of him. Tyreek led the league in receiving yards.
Yeah, it's just, you're going to talk your shit because you can.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't like, Tyreek got that. It ain't like I'm a bum. I got a ring too, so, shit, what? I can talk shit. Some people never see this.
Yeah.
And some people never get this payday that I got. I'm up twice. Whatever.
And I'm about to retire.
And I'm almost
Sitting
done.
on the beach. Good.
And I'm almost done.
Mm-hmm. And we almost done.
Do you think his play starts to pull back a little bit?
Tyreek Hill?
Yeah, knowing that I'm gonna be done here soon.
Nah.
I don't think so. I
don't even think he have a pullback.
Yeah. Because I always try to imagine like Tyreek Hill when he starts to lose a little bit.
But he's
still
smart
young,
though.
Huh?
He's still kind of young.
Yeah,
He's
but-
smart though. When he hit that 31, his speed might
that's when
start
you
dropping
go-
just a
that's when it start
tad.
turning. That's true.
So he's smart. He's kind of like, I ain't gonna be out here just willy nilly, and everybody's seeing my game diminish. I'm gonna go out on the top.
Plus, when you look at Tyreek Hill too, though, like this little nigga's, you know, what I'm
Little
saying?
muscle
Little
hamster.
nigga's jacked.
Who was the muscle hamster? What was his nigga?
Oh,
I don't remember
What
who
they
that
call the
was.
muscle
it was
hamster?
it was a running back.
Yeah. Oh, that was funny nickname. The muscle hamster.
Was it?
And then I didn't know Tank was 5'5".
Doug
Tank's
Martin.
5'5".
That dude is
Doug Martin.
little.
Doug Martin, the muscle hamster. That's funny.
Tank the boxer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude's 5'5".
Yeah.
I be joking with Ladarius that he 5'3".
No, he like look little. Like he punched like a little guy.
Tank?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
No, I'm talking about like he looked like.
I'm like, you see this nigga, bro? This
No.
nigga throwing
He
doors
said
at
he
people.
punched like a little guy. Like,
Little people got them little stomachs.
how tall is Garcia?
5'10".
Yeah, he's taller. He's way
I looked it
taller.
up. I
Oh,
watched the first
shoot.
episode of what's the Showtime show? All Access. I watched the first episode on YouTube.
Oh shoot!
Tank is always a shorter fighter,
Yeah.
though. Like, Rolly was taller than him. You seen what happened to him.
That's exciting. I don't know.
Now it's
I don't
flash
know
to
if
tell
Tank
the
is going to
tape.
win
I
this
never
fight.
noticed.
Honestly, I think that he's going to win, but like Garcia can fight too, so it's gonna be a good
Garcia
fight.
nice.
Garcia's like the first person that I think Tank is going to be in fault that has enough power to fight him back.
You heard LaShawn McCoy. LaShawn McCoy picked Garcia, and everybody was against him. Like, take his black card.
Yeah.
Take LaShawn McCoy black card.
They forever trying to take somebody's black card for going against the
It's like
grain.
LaShawn McCoy don't know nothing about no boxing.
You pick who you pick. Rolly picked Tank. A lot. I mean, it is what it is. You'll see. You'll see how it play out, and that'll be that. Like I said, I watched enough Ryan though to know that he got enough thump to Tank gotta respect it. You know what I'm saying? He didn't been able to get in the ring with a lot of people, and he'd be like, "Shit, you can't really hurt me." So whatever. But Ryan can sleep you if you let him.
So he's the best fighter Tank's faced.
I think he will be. Unless, depending on how that go and if he fights some of these other boxers, but I don't know if any of the other boxers can beat him. Like, I don't know if like Shakur Stevenson or what's the other dude? I can't think of his name. What's the other dude? Haney. I don't know if they can. I don't really like they boxing style. Shakur Stevenson is nice. I ain't gonna hate on him. I just don't know if they could beat him. I don't know if they got the thump that they need to have to be able to slow him down.
Is he related to Tupac Shakur?
His name is his
First name is Shakur, bro.
Oh.
But nah, I'm fuck it, bro. It's 2:00 in the morning, bro. That's probably
Rolly with a back. Oh.
he fuck Rolly up. Rolly respected.
Rolly respect his game.
Yeah.
All right. We'll wrap this thing up. MLB.
Still haven't watched the game to this day.
Well, Tampa Bay Rays, only undefeated team left, are now 7-0
That's pretty good.
in baseball.
That's good for
terms, yeah.
baseball. Yeah.
You got to think. Usually, you have 5 starters, and a couple of your starters aren't really, the best. So it's kind of like you usually
They're
lose
long
a
relief
game or
pitchers
two.
that you like.
Yeah.
I got to put somebody in the rotation.
Yeah. So it's pretty impressive they won today. And then we also had a little bit of college basketball news. UNC guard Caleb Love transferring to Michigan.
Okay. Whatever. I don't even know who that is.
He's a good player for UNC. So kind of sucks. And they had a bad season. So they
That
were
would
like
make
AP
you leave.
preseason #1 and tanked the whole
It
season.
seemed like this whole year, though, was kind of like that, though. Like, nobody was that dominant like you expected in college.
It was a crazy college basketball season.
So, shout out to UConn. That used to be my squad.
Oh, shoot. I didn't even have that on there. UConn won, if you didn't know. But that was
LSU.
earlier in the week. So, like, we had dropped the episode, like, right before that. So,
LSU.
yep.
Angel
LSU.
Reese.
Angel Reese.
I like her. She's cool.
Yeah.
Her little ratchet self. Do your thing, boo.
Boo boo. You can't see me. But that's it. That's all we got. We appreciate you tuning in. See you again next week. Go under your rock for the week, and I got you.
Okay.
Or your bricks.
I don't got no bricks.
Brick the
You
bricks.
don't know.
I do. Ain't no bricks in this house.
Oh, yeah.
What are you talking about?